Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue. I write for Guns of the Old West magazine and for Combat Handguns magazine. And today we're going to be shooting the Arcus 98DA. The Arcus 98 is a copy of the Browning High Power, though there are some interesting differences, and we'll point them out in just a second. In 1994, the Bulgarian company Arcus made a clone of the Browning High Power called the Arcus 94. And 4 years later, they modified that into a double action design called the Arcus 98DA. And thanks to the fall of the Soviet Union, they were able to get away from using the 9mm Makarov as their service cartridge, and they were able to go with this 9mm Bulgarian manufactured pistol as the pistol for their armed forces. So this is a 9mm Lugar pistol, and as I said, it's a Browning high-powered clone, though if you look at an actual Browning high power, you'll see some differences. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. I think the Browning high power is the most graceful pistol ever made, and the Arcus squared off the trigger guard, and I think that takes away some of the grace. They added a beaver tail grip, which actually is very functional, and they put this rubber finger groove grip on. Now, the magazine holds 15 rounds, and a full-size Browning magazine only holds 13 rounds in 9mm. This is a 40, it holds 10, but the magazines are the same size. So you can see that the Arcus magazines are bigger. Now, there's a compact variant of the Arcus that exactly fits Browning magazines. And in fact, this magazine will fit in a Browning high power. And they are functional Browning high powers, they just extend beyond the bottom. As I said, this is a DA to SA design, and we'll show you that we're empty, and it's got the Browning extended slide release. It's got a Browning style safety, and it is a cocked and locked gun. It's not a decocker, so safety on, safety off, the hammer's back all the time. You would have to manually decock it should you want to do that. It's got a pretty good trigger pull. It has an excellent single action trigger pull, and it has white dot sights, and it puts 15 rounds of firepower downrange. It's really not a bad pistol at all. They're imported by Century International Arms, and they're very reasonably priced. Basically, I use them as my grab-and-go guns. This one is always in my my bug-out bag, which is fully packed with survival equipment in case we have to evacuate the house for any reason. And I've got a compact one that I keep in this surplus first aid kit, and this one is always in my truck. So you can see we've got some of these Daytrex bags of emergency drinking water, an MRE, and then in the second layer we've got a compact Arcus 98DA and a holster for it. So if I'm without a weapon, but I've got my truck handy, I've got a handgun, and in the truck is also a carbine, both in 9mm, and I've got extra magazines in here, ammo, and I'm good to go. The magazine on the full-size Arcus holds 15 rounds. So it does 2 better than the Browning it's patterned after.